My name is Laine Banks. I'm a proud parent of two students who are attending Higginson K-2 School. My autistic 6-year-old son has been at the school for 3+ years. My daughter started in K1 last fall. Principal Mullen, who we have here in attendance as well, and her staff has been very supportive and engaging. We are extremely happy to be part of Higginson family. With that being said, I want to bring your attention to the school's urgent need of a playground. For those who don't know, Henry Higginson is all-inclusive school who has kids from ages 3 to 8. This school does not have a playground. Instead, they are using asphalt slab that is unsafe for the little ones. I have attached the pictures of the current play area to my testimony as well. Please take a look. Why don't they have a playground? It is a basic necessity, and every elementary school in Boston should have a safe playground. After doing a little research, every elementary school within a 1-mile radius has a playground with a play structure. Henry Higginson K-2 School does not have it. These kids deserve better. Since school day is from 9:30 till 4:10 p.m., this is the only opportunity for kids to be outdoors and be active. It is essential to have a safe and dedicated playground with a play structure to help develop kids mentally and physically. We need your help and support. Since Boston Public School has not made any exterior improvements for the last 5 years since the school been open, we are trying to find funds elsewhere. Last year, we worked together with Boston Architecture College to do an assessment of facilities and provide recommendations for improvements to exterior and interior of the building. Recently, with the help of Higher Grounds team, and we have Executive Director in the audience here too supporting me, we have submitted a Higginson Playground proposal to Boston's Community Preservation Program. We have reached out to BPS officials, email attached to my testimony, and Kaboom organization, as well emails attached, for potential collaboration. Yesterday, I had an email exchange with the director of Community Preservation Program, who informed this spring they are rolling out the program and selecting the projects. We need a strong support from you. Help us to help you, because every Henry Higginson student deserves something better than this. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Banks.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you for your time. I, Ericka Florence, am a lifelong resident of Roxbury. I'm also a product of the Boston Public School System, which prepared me well for Northeastern University, where I obtained my bachelor's degrees in nursing in 2008. Therefore, BPS has a special place in my heart. I do have a 9-year-old daughter who is in the 4th grade at Brooke Mattapan Charter School. Although my daughter's registered at Brooke Mattapan, I'm here to support Laine Banks and other parents at the Higginson K-2 School in their plans for getting a playground. As Laine Banks testified 2 weeks ago, a proposal has been submitted to the Boston's Community Preservation Program to help build a playground for the students at the Higginson K-2 School, and we need your support. Outside of being a parent, I also wear many hats in the community through my church, my co-op association, and various community groups such as the Boston NAACP, where I serve as co-chair of the Health Committee. As the Director of Community Health at the YMCA, safe places to play and exercise are a priority. Also, a member of the Roxbury-Dorchester-Mattapan Parent Coalition, supported by Higher Ground, I stand by Laine in her request. I do appreciate very much that BPS COO John Hanlon and Dr. Chain's Chief of Staff, Rob Consalvo, did take time to meet with Laine and Higher Ground Executive Director Mossik Hacobian, who's also in the audience, as well as provided valuable guidance on the project, so thank you. For those who don't know about the RDM Coalition, the coalition started 3 years ago, initially with parents from the Higginson, Lewis, and Ellis schools and later added parent representatives from Brooke, KIPP, Bridge Boston Charter Schools, and Mission Grammar Catholic School. The children that attend these 7 schools are all our children, and we want to work together to advocate for these schools to make sure all the children get the best possible education, no matter which school they attend. At recent meetings, we have had parents representing more than 15 schools because some have children in 2 or more different schools, examples being the Trotter, Orchard Gardens, Haynes, Up Academy, Haley Pilot, Rocks Prep, Frederick Pilot, City on a Hill. As we've heard many times this evening, no matter what school it is, every child deserves a safe place to grow, learn, and play. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zaria. I am a student at the Higginson School. We need a playground at our school because it's boring to just run on concrete, and we have nothing to play with. I wish we had a playground so we can play on the swings. We can climb the monkey bars. We can race around the track with our friends. Imagine a fun and safe place to grow and play. These are pictures that students drew of them playing in the garden of the playground.
Thank you, Ms. Ramos.
My name is Michael. I go to the Higginson School. I need a playground for me and my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Eugene.
Good evening, Dr. Chang and members of the school committee. Before I begin, I'd like to formally thank Mr. John Hanlon, Mr. Rob Consalvo, and Mr. Jonathan Sproul for their commitment and assistance in helping the Higginson in our pursuit to build a playground in our school community. I am presenting on behalf of the students and staff as we begin the process of raising awareness for our need for a playground. As you know, the Higginson School opened just 5 years ago and serves students in K-0 through grade 2 with and without disabilities, including English language learners, in a fully inclusive setting. We have established a strong foundation and a thriving school culture that is built on doing whatever it takes to keep the work we do going, flowing, and progressively moving for each and every student. We continue to strive to provide our students with optimal personal and educational experiences centered on our core values of respect, responsibility, and stamina. Through our journey and our successes, we have our struggles, and one of our struggles has been during our recess block. To put it in perspective, between September 2016 through April 2018, we have 113 documented incidences out in the recess yard that required us to call the school nurse back to our building to tend to students who needed medical attention. This is just one source of data, and in addition, there have been multiple instances where students received treatments for minor cuts, bumps, and bruises. Recess is vital to our children's social and physical development. There are multiple studies on how recess impacts student learning and social development. In our bi-weekly CBHM meeting, recess is always at the center of our conversations. Presently, we have a concrete asphalt slab that is used for recess, physical education, and whole school assemblies. As concerned staff, the safety of all students is a daily worry. Without a playground, engaging inclusive structures, equipment, and materials, there is limited opportunities for students to build on positive social relationships. With limited choices, this often leads to conflict and situational aggression. We are hopeful we will have a playground soon, and our students will have the opportunities to make positive choices, engage in pro-social interactions that will lead to global developmental success. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
My name is Amini Onowho, and I'm a teacher at the Higginson K through second grade. Earlier, you heard from 2 students at the school, and they took all of my talking points. So I'm going to keep it real small and practical. At first, I thought about coming up here, speaking with fervor and yelling, but it's too late for that, and the microphones are loud. Then I thought about compelling and speaking like this, but I don't think this is a matter that we should have to beg for. The students earlier, Principal Mullen, have asked that you press a button, sign a paper, give us a thumbs up on getting a playground. Principal Mullen talked a little bit about the dangerous situation that not having a playground is creating. I'm going to talk to you a little bit of it more. From March, April until June, I will sacrifice 3 of my 5 lunches manning recess, a time where I should go out, have a fresh breath to get prepared to engage these kids for the remainder of the day. A lot of times I spend 20 minutes out at my lunch, if not the whole lunch, and this is a chorus that all of the teachers in my school are facing, to ensure that our kids are safe. Our nurse's office is inundated with injuries, so that leaves us to put the Band-Aids, to call parents. Playing devil's advocate, somebody's mind might be saying, well, let's shut down the school and put the kids where there is a playground. That is not the issue. That is not the solution. The kids that we service, kids with and without disabilities, a lot of our students are new to the country, ELLs, and go through a silent period where they need a small, intimate community to thrive in. Very short, simple, and sweet. I saw a picture, and I saw it on the news when the mayor was opening the playground at the Hernandez. So I am practically asking you, we need that, our students need that as well. We do not send them into the building without computers, books, and pencils to exercise their mind. We need something for them to exercise their bodies if you would like to continue having state champions on your stage. So please, thank you. We need a playground. Push the button on that, please. Thank you.
My name is Justin Petty. I'm a professor and a resident of Roxbury. I'm also the father of Jolene Petty, who's over there. She's a 5-year-old student in K1 at the Henry Louis Higginson School. This is her first time in public school, in the public school system. My purpose tonight is to add my voice and support to the many that are advocating for a new playground at her school. The playground in its current state is not adequate. It lacks the amenities of a modern-day playground. There are no swings, no slides, jungle gyms, or anything of that sort at the school. We can all agree that having a well-designed and equipped playground would aid in the physical development of all of our children. If you have a chance, please go up to the school and take a look at the playground. Pictures don't do justice. You need to actually see it for yourself. Oftentimes, to avoid the buses in the morning, I would park my car at the bottom of the school on Walnut Avenue, and I would walk up the stairs, which is adjacent to the playground. You can't help but to notice that the playground looks incomplete. It is very inaccessible, and the surface is hard. I'm sure that the school nurse tends to many injuries as a result of our children playing on this type of surface. I would like to see a better and safer playground built for the school so that my daughter and all of the other children who attend the Higginson can have an enjoyable place to play. It is my understanding that there might be a grant available for funding. I'm asking you to please support it, and please support the efforts of the Higginson School. Put yourselves in the shoes of a child for a moment and contemplate what your ideal playground would be like. That's the playground we need for our children at Higginson. Thank you.
Good evening, school committee.
Good
My name
evening.
is Alliberthe Elysee. I'm an SEI K-2 inclusion teacher at the Higginson in Roxbury. I have worked at the Higginson since the time it reopened 5 years ago. The Higginson School is a K-2 full inclusion school, and it operates in a almost 100-year-old facility. When it opened in 1923, nearby streets were not paved. The building site featured a coal pocket and an 8-foot deep manure pit. There were more horses than cars then. Flash forward 95 years, and although there is no manure pit or coal pocket, and the streets are paved currently, we have many deficiencies within our school building. The building and the 2-level playground is inaccessible to our students with disabilities. Build BPS has rated the schools a learning environment and spaces as poor in terms of the school's educational facilities effectiveness. Our students deserve better. To be in Boston, one of the nation's leading school districts, it is shameful that our facility at the Higginson School is not equipped to meet our students' basic needs. We can make the playground fully accessible now without waiting on the timeline of Build BPS. The playground is consistent with the vision of Build BPS plan and with the five of the Build BPS's 10 principles, which are leveraging real-time facility assessment data to prompt and validate investment choices, creating school environments that promote student and staff safety and well-being, aligning building capacity to enrollment and demographic trends citywide, improving the match between educational programs and their families, and focusing new school construction primarily in high-growth neighborhoods with limited options for site expansion. Based on current demographic trends, Build BPS projects that the neighborhood surrounding the school will be home to larger Boston households. We currently have a vacant rehabilitation building that's across the street from our school that will, in the next few years, be developed and will house over 300 apartment condo units. So currently we require, and so there will be more seats that will be required, so our school will be in need. The proposed playground is aligned with Build BPS priorities in terms of incenting innovation and building a culture of change that generates new solutions at every level of BPS, from classrooms to schools and to the central office and the community at large. I want to add my thanks to Superintendent Chang for your consideration of support for this project, to Mr. Hanlon and Mr. Consalvo for their assistance and guidance. As the Higginson community, we really hope that you guys can help us to push for a playground. We really need this playground for our students. I thank you guys and have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Pernell Banks, and I'm a proud parent of 2 students at the Henry Higginson Full Inclusion School. The school opened 5 years ago and has an enrollment of 171 students, 3 to 8 years of age, in K0 to 2nd grade. As you heard from students, parents, and staff, and Principal Mullen, during the last 3 school committee meetings, the school's outdoor play area consists of 2 asphalt slabs in urgent need of a safe playground. Due to the hard surface and lack of any safe equipment, the children not only denied the full opportunity for gross motor activity, but minor injuries, scrapes are routine occurrences. Boston High Ground is a community partner and provides support by connecting the school to available programs and resources. Higher Ground has included Higginson K-2 as one of 7 schools in a new pilot program designed to house homeless families with children in our school and within the next 18 months and connect these families to needed services. In the past years, Higher Ground has brought to the schools the services of Friends of the Children, Boston Architectural College, and Families First parenting programs. Parent teachers and our principal have been requesting a safe playground since the school opened. The Community Preservation Program, available for the first time this year, is ideal funding source to address this need. The entire school committee is in support of the project and has been involved in designing it. The students have helped by drawing sketches of what they would like to see included and have advocated for support by testifying before the school committee. The community preservation proposal is due Friday, April 27th, And to be competitive, we need to show BPS support and City of Boston support. We have requested support letters from Superintendent Chang, which we would like to include in this proposal. We have also met with the Chief of Staff, Robert Consalvos, and BPS Chief Operating Officer, John Hanlon, who has been working hard to secure approval by the City of Boston for the proposed project and has been coordinating the legal review of the agreement that would enable Higher Ground to coordinate this much-needed project. We appreciate very much Mr. Hanlon's and Mr. Consalvo's efforts on our behalf. The completed program will be a great new resource for the school as for the surrounding community. We are confident that with your support and the community preservation funding, we can complete this project by early fall 2018 so children can have the benefit of playground for the coming school year. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Mossik Hacobian. I'm the director of Boston's Higher Ground. We have been partnering with the Higginson K-2 School since they opened 5 or 6 years ago, as well as 3 other schools in the neighborhood. We are currently coordinating a capital improvements project at the Crispus Attucks Children's Center, which is nearby, on a $1.8 to $2.8 million project that's about to start. I will be coordinating this project on behalf of Higher Ground. I've had more than 40 years of experience doing affordable housing and community facilities development, including the Russin Center at Eggleston Square that houses the Greater Eggleston Community High School. We've also, during my time at Urban Edge, built a couple of several playgrounds, 2 of them on publicly owned land with licenses granted by PFD. The Higginson Playground is designed by a local architect, Ray Dunetz, who's had experience doing school playgrounds at the Mission Hill High School in Jamaica Plain, Murphy School in Dorchester, Patrick Kennedy School in East Boston, International School of Boston in Cambridge, and Pierce School Playground in Brookline. So he knows what's acceptable and complementary at BPS. The playground will be built by Crosswinds Enterprises, which is one of the most productive local construction companies. Their office is on Humboldt Avenue, a few blocks from the playground site. Interestingly enough, one of the partners, Arnold Johnson, who's now a grandfather, was himself formerly a student at the Higginson School. So for him, this is a very nice homecoming. Any work that we do at this playground will be subject to BPS and PFD and other agency approvals. We've already shared with Mr. Hamlin the initial schematic of the playground, and we'll continue to provide progress copies as we proceed. Use of the $500,000 grant from community preservation that we are asking for and allowing a community partner to build the facility makes it possible for this playground to be built in months rather than years, which is what the normal process would be if it went through the city's capital plan. At the Chairman LaQuanta's request to Principal Mullen, we've included a copy of the information about the community preservation program. And as you will see in the schedule at the front, recommendations for the grants are going to be made in early June to the mayor and city council, and the agreements for the grants are scheduled to be signed by July 1st. Our goal is to be ready to go into construction in August and have it done by September or October at the latest, so the children can benefit from the playground for most of the school years. So all of us at Higher Ground are committed to helping make this happen. I think with your support, we look forward to you joining us at the ribbon cutting in September or October. Appreciate anything you can do. And I also want to add my thanks to both Rob and John. I know they're working very hard to get us the legal review approval to actually coordinate this project on city-owned land. But I think there's precedent for it, so I hope we'll be able to get past that hurdle soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Laine Banks, and I'm a proud parent of 2 students at the Henry Higginson Full Inclusion School. I have attended the last 4 school committee meetings and advocated for BPS support for a Higher Grounds proposal to secure a $500,000 grant from Boston's Community Preservation Program and coordinate the building of an urgently needed playground for young students at our school. I am here today to update you on our progress and thank you for your support. Attached to my testimony is a copy of a schematic design we submitted as part of our proposal alongside with detailed specifications of our proposed equipment. Our playground's proposal included support of more than 380 parents and neighbors alongside with support letter from the Garrison Trotter Neighborhood Association, an organization with more than 40 years of service in the Roxbury area. We are very excited for this opportunity. Our architect and contractor are ready to start work as soon as we hear about the grant. We are very pleased to be able to include in our proposal a strong support letter from Superintendent Chang, for which we are very thankful. We also appreciate the continuing work by the entire BPS team, especially COO John Hanlon and legal advisor Alyssa Ocasio. Thanks to their efforts, we expect to have a final agreement soon for higher ground and our school community to continue our efforts on behalf of our children. Thanks to BPS support, we believe we have a good chance of securing community preservation grant and build a playground so it is ready in the early coming school year. The Community Preservation Committee is expected to make its recommendations to Mayor Walsh and the City Council on June 5th. We will continue to keep you posted on our progress. Thank you again, and look forward to joining with you in a cutting ribbon to our new playground in the early fall. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Banks.